Hi everyone! So as I promised, I am making a video tutorial and we are going to start with some beginner stitches for crocheting. So I've made a list here of what we're going to cover today, and what I've done is I've drawn the symbol that it would be used in a crochet diagram along with the name of the stitch. So we have a chain that would be an open oval, single crochet which is an X, a dot is a slip stitch, and then as an advanced stitch today we're going to cover the picot, which is actually 3 chains with 1 slip stitch. So using simple stitches together to make a more intricate stitch. So let's start. Today I'm using a worsted weight acrylic yarn, Karen in white. I'm also using an H hook, aluminum. So starting with our grip, I do an overhand grip. There are 2 different ways of thinking when it comes to holding your hook. One is pinching it with thumb and index finger and holding the rest, and that's called an overhand grip. The other is a pencil grip, where you pinch from underneath and have the crochet hook stem on top of your hand. It's a preference. Play around with it, see what you feel most comfortable with. When it comes to starting with crochet, you have to make an adjustable knot. Some people do a hard knot, some people don't do a knot at all, but I always recommend to do an adjustable knot. And the way I do it is I hold the yarn end in my palm, wrap around 2 of my fingers, cross it over, and then slip through and pull. I'll show that again. It's almost like you're tying a balloon knot to make sure that the air doesn't escape. So you're holding your end, wrap it around 2 fingers and cross, and then pull your end through and pull that yarn in. And what this is allowing you to do is when you put in your crochet hook through the loop, you can now adjust it when you pull both ends apart and make a perfect slip knot. So when we are going to start, we wrap our end that we are crocheting around our index finger, and with my middle finger and my thumb I pinch the base of my knot. This will create basic tension with the yarn and with my project that will be created along the way. So let's start to chain. We're going to wrap the yarn around the needle and make it catch in the hook and pull through. That's 1 chain. So once again, wrap the yarn around the hook, make sure it hooks into the little crook, and pull through. We're going to do 10 of those. The loop around the hook does not count. This is our working chain, so therefore it is not part of our count. We're going to start to single crochet. We're going to skip the first chain right next to the hook. We're going to insert our hook into the second chain, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over one more time and pull the yarn through the 2 loops on the hook. Now we have a single crochet. Let's do that one more time. We're going to put our hook into the next chain, yarn over, and pull through a loop. We have 2 loops on the hook. We yarn over, pull through, and there's our second single crochet. I'm going to continue so we have 10 single crochets heading back. When we turn our work to work the next row, we're going to chain 1. That gives us the height, but also room to turn it around and not distort the side edge. So I'm going to do 10 more single crochets across. Okay, and there we go, 2 rows of single crochet on a base of 10 chains. I'm going to chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to practice a slip stitch. We insert our hook into the first stitch, yarn over, pull through a loop. Instead of yarning over and pulling through both, we're going to take that same first loop and pull it through the loop that was on our hook. So once again, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through a loop, use that same loop to pull through the loop that was on your hook. Okay, so now for our advanced crocheters that already knew these basic stitches, here's where we're going to pull it all together and create a picot stitch. We chain 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Now we take our hook and insert it into the first chain. Yarn over to make a slip stitch and pull the loop through the loop on the hook. So we're going to slip stitch into our work so that it is not freestanding, and we'll do 1 more. Slip stitch into the work, 3 chains, slip stitch in the first chain, and slip stitch back into the work. And there is another picot. This would make also a great border on a baby blanket. So hopefully you've learned some new stitches today, or have a refresher course on stitches you already knew. See you soon!